million-year-old fossil.
But the animals were not alone. Stone tools came next by the thousand. The search became a quest to find the humans who made them. Year after year they dug, attracting scientists from around the world. Then, in 1991, it happened.
Suddenly, it's last day of excavations. We are finding this human jaw. That was great, really great.
The jaw looked like fossils found in Africa, and only in Africa. Disbelief was in the air.
I remember very well the reaction. All the big names of paleoanthropology, which I heard before from the books, I saw together on this meeting. And their reaction was mainly, it's impossible.
Impossible. But in 1999, 2 human skulls emerged. Then, 2 years later, with support from the National Geographic Society, the most astonishing find of all emerged. It was a 3rd skull, beautifully preserved and even more primitive. All of the skulls dated to a staggering 1.8 million years old. The discovery forced scientists to reconsider who left Africa first and when. It all goes back to Leakey's Homo habilis. The little toolmakers were scavengers with small brains. Although they stole prey from large animals to survive, they didn't have sophisticated tools for hunting. Those who did hunt evolved later. Famously known for their hand axes and upright gait, they were called Homo erectus. All evidence since Leakey's time has pointed to the more sophisticated Homo erectus, with his greater physical and mental abilities, as the first to venture out of Africa. But Dmanisi may prove otherwise.
The enormous importance of Dmanisi, when you look at their bones, they're not sophisticated. And when you look at their culture, it's not sophisticated.
What astonished scientists was how similar the tools of Dmanisi were to the tools that Leakey discovered in Olduvai Gorge.
The Dmanisi toolkit is as simple as you could possibly imagine. It is plain and simply smashed rock. If you take pieces of stone and hit them on each other, some of the pieces you'll make are sharp edges, and it's those sharp edges that people wanted.
The Dmanisi people appear to live in much the same way as Leakey's first humans in Africa.
It shows that people left Africa almost immediately after they became people, not long after.
Inch by inch, Dmanisi has kept the scientific community holding its breath. And barely 1/5 of the site has been excavated.
This site is not going to go away because it's going to be prolific. We can see that they have discovered in Georgia something like Olduvai Gorge.
David expects his next big discovery to be a skeleton, to help answer the burning question of who these people really were. Meanwhile, his team keeps him going with Georgian wine and a toast.
I'm sure we'll find even more this time than last time. If we fail, it's over my dead body. To our continued success.
I don't think many of us would have predicted that we'd have such a remarkable assemblage of finds, not only the human bones, but the fauna and the artifacts from this time period.
Out of these pieces of bone, a new picture of our earliest history is emerging, a picture we never knew existed. David Lord Kipanidze's discovery has shaken the world of anthropology, yet he's only just begun. The puzzle of our origins will keep him busy for a long time, but that's nothing compared to the millions of years of human history that Dmanisi has to offer the world.
twice a year, day and night fall into balance, lasting for nearly equal lengths. Known as equinoxes, Latin for equal night, in September, and along with solstices, mark the changing of seasons as Earth travels around the Sun. Astronomers like to describe the equinox within the conceptual celestial sphere. Here, the heavens are projected around the Earth like an enormous planetarium. The model is bisected by the celestial equator, a projection of Earth's own equator. The equinox occurs at the point at which the Sun's path, or ecliptic, crosses the celestial equator. In spring, it is known as the vernal equinox, and in fall, the autumnal equinox. The other two seasonal points on the Sun's path are the two solstices. In the northern hemisphere, the summer solstice marks the longest day of the year, while the winter solstice marks the shortest. The seasonal aligning of the Sun has been more than just a unique celestial event for humankind throughout history. Ancient sites like Stonehenge in England and Machu Picchu in Peru have well-documented solar alignments during the solstices. Similarly,
the hummingbird may be one of the most interesting creatures you'll ever see flying around your backyard. Consider some of these astonishing facts. A hummingbird heart beats